Hey guys, I'm here with the unboxing and review of the GoPro Battery BacPac. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for some time, you probably know my feelings on the battery backpacks. I have always kind of said that I would rather have more spare batteries and not have a battery backpack because of the bulk it adds. I'd rather carry around some spare batteries and just switch them. So what brought on my change of tone and my investment in the battery backpack? What I was finding was that because of the limited record time of the Hero 3 batteries, it was really annoying having to change batteries all the time. And sometimes I found myself in situations when I was not able to change the batteries. As some of you may know, I do sail, and it's not really possible to change batteries on the water because there is such a high chance of the cameras getting wet. All right, so they include a small case. This is the same case that's included in the touch back door or touch LCD screen. Same kind of case, really cool case. It's got a holder in the back here for a micro SD card, as well as a micro SD to SD card adapter. So if you've got your micro SD card, came with one of those adapters, really great spot to store it in the back here. Then they include the skeleton back door. Now these are the new back doors for the Hero 3 Plus housing. So these won't work with the original Hero 3 housing. That's the one that's waterproof to the 60-meter waterproof one that has the slightly bigger lens. The lens that has the visible bolt holes in it. So they include the skeleton back door for that, and they include the waterproof back door, so those two here. The skeleton back door is completely open on the back, and then the sides are also open. Delving into the case, we find the battery backpack. It has the same physical dimensions as the touch LCD screen. It's got a matte finish on it. It's got a little LCD screen here that tells us what the battery level is at of the backpack. And it's got an LED there, as well as a USB charging port. In the box, we find the user's manual, as well as a warning that asks you to make sure you've updated your latest versions of software. So just make sure your camera's up to date. The LCD screen user's manual, a warranty card, a USB charging cable, so that's the same one that the camera charges with, plugs in the side there. And then we also get a dive housing skeleton back door and they're calling it the dive housing, the standard back door. Now, the dive housing is how GoPro refers to the GoPro Hero 3 waterproof housing. So the one that has the visible bolt holes and the one that's waterproof to 60 meters. And again, they include the skeleton version and the and the fully waterproof version in that. So depending whether you have a Hero 3 or a Hero 3 Plus, they provide the back doors for you. The last piece that comes in the kit, which is a really, really cool piece, and I'm happy that they're including this, is the extension that allows you to use the back doors and the extended backpacks with all of your accessories and mounts. So if you try to chest mount natively with one of these back doors on, what happens is the camera can't fold up all the way because it hits the backpack. So by adding this little extension piece, it's the same one that comes with the forward-facing head mount kit, you're actually able to extend the camera that little bit extra distance away from the mount and allow it to mount perfectly with the back doors included. So it's really great that they're including that because they didn't used to do that with all of their backpack accessories. So there's what's included with the GoPro battery backpack. You get the battery backpack, the charging cable, the case, the little extender to make it work with all of your accessories, and then skeleton and waterproof back doors for both cases. Coming up next, we're going to look at the amount this helps and how much this actually extends your possible recording time. After running my battery test with the new GoPro Hero 3 Plus and the battery backpack, I was not entirely impressed with the results. The GoPro Hero 3 Plus by itself lasts for about 1 hour and 35 minutes, recording 1080p at 60 frames per second with ProTune and Wi-Fi turned off. The addition of the Battery BacPac extends that recording time to a total of 2 hours and 40 minutes, which sadly is not double that of just the GoPro by itself. For the added bulk of this backpack, I was hoping to see at least a doubling of my record time, but I did not get that. While it may not be doubling the record time, it is still an impressive number. With the Battery BacPac installed, I have enough battery life to get through a full day of shooting, doing whatever it is I'm doing without having to remove the camera from the case and swap batteries. If I want to use this sailing now, I can easily plug this into the waterproof housing, mount it, and then I can basically use the Wi-Fi remote to control when I'm recording and when I'm not recording, and I can easily shoot 35, 40 gigabytes of video in one day on without ever having to remove the camera from the waterproof housing or change battery. So one charge would be able to shoot that. In conclusion then, I'm still not completely sold on the Battery BacPac. I will now say that there are use case scenarios when it makes sense, but I still don't think it's something that everyone needs to go with their GoPro. If you have the ability to bring the camera out of its waterproof housing, I'm still way more of a fan of actually switching batteries. For sports like skiing, snowboarding, biking, or anything like that, bringing the camera out of the case and switching batteries makes a heck of a lot more sense. You end up with a smaller camera, the spare battery is a lot cheaper than a Battery BacPac, and you get better recording time. For sports like scuba diving, surfing, or anything where the camera needs to be in the waterproof housing all the time, the Battery BacPac makes a lot of sense. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Do you go with a Battery BacPac or do you go with a spare battery? If you want to see full test results, you can check them out. They're linked in the video description. There's a Google Doc there which has results from the Battery BacPac, the camera, as well as a bunch of other aftermarket batteries. So check that out. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video.